Spicy brine crayfish production process.
Okay, let me tell you about one of the ingredients for our brine crayfish. Onion, ginger and garlic. This is millet pepper. We can cut the fresh millet peppers into sections. Then put this pepper, red pepper, and our Cajun pepper. Here are two kinds of peppers. Two kinds of small peppers are mainly to increase the fragrance. Cajun pepper is mainly to increase its spices taste. Are different. Then cooking wine, cooking oil, the spice bag we just prepared, steamed chicken buns. Let's take a look. Sugar dark soy sauce. This is the extremely fresh soy sauce we use for coloring. A dosage and ratio of salt, chicken essence, monosodium glutamate seasonings, and a little bit later, at the end of this video, to show this in grams. You can take screenshots and friends save them. Who use mobile phones can take screenshots. So let's go into practice. Everyone watch carefully. So now we are going into brine making. Heat the pan first. The same as cold oil in a hot pan. The first step is to put in the prepared cooking oil first. Finally cut it a little closer. The oil temperature is heated to about 170 degrees. Add our onion, ginger and garlic, and fried peppers, also called millet spicy. Here's a fried pepper. We can fry this onion, ginger and garlic until golden brown. We fish it out of red oil. Put it directly in the bone soup. Next, let's directly add our two kinds of prickly ash and sesame pepper. Perform incense. Finally put water. The water we put here is a 4.5 kilograms of water. Let's grasp the timing of entering the water. Be sure to wait for this chili flavor and pepper flavor to burst out. Then this water can be put in. Then we put in one by one. Chicken essence, MSG, extremely fresh soy sauce. You can also use Yippin Fresh, dark soy sauce, salt, cooking wine, white sugar. Finally, add our spice buns and our chicken fresh buns. We can put a little bit of the chicken fresh buns with a spoon. Now turn on the heat and bring our braised soup to a boil. After the water boils, we directly put in the lobster. The braising time is about 20 to 30分钟. It needs to be soaked for an hour after braising. Finished product of chicken blood sausage. Now I'll switch the camera to the water boil. Okay, now our water is boiling. Let's put in the braised shrimp now for braising. Our brine can be used repeatedly. If the brine is insufficient, we just need to add the right amount of ingredients. Just have the same water, according to the proportion of our yeast. Okay, so we're going to braise. The braising time is 20分钟, used to have an hour. I soak the soaking air until 20分钟, used later. Okay, so we've braised it for about 20 分钟. Let's turn off the fire now. Turn off the heat and brew for an hour. What if you do it in batches? You can also use stainless steel vats. Let's take a look. If you want to do it in batches, you can use this kind of bucket. Okay, we're going to make a brew to make it more flavorful. I switched the camera to an hour later. Let's take a look at the effect of our finished product. Our brine crayfish is finished. Like this brine crayfish, we can soak it in brine, but the time should not be too long. Usually, we can sell it after soaking for an hour. What if people want to be more tasty? Brew it for a little longer. You can brew it but in it, but the time should not exceed. If it takes more than maybe brine is not easy to preserve. I'm here to tell you about one of its cycles. First, let's talk about this pigment. What about the pigment? The dark soy sauce is acting as a pigment. One effect, mainly for this braised soup. That's a good idea. If everyone has been using it for a long time, you can add a little more, just according to dosage. There is no specific dosage on your usage. What if you say what if it's this color? It's also moldy a lot. So let's say every time, if you use stainless steel, just remember this water level. What about just take this brine? Take this soup here. Just replenish this water. What about after we replenish? We need to put it on the pot. Let's leave it to boil. What if it has less oil and less salt? What about the taste of less chicken? Add a little bit. That's it. Every time there is a lack of taste, then just add the right amount. Why is that? Because don't add too much at one time. You take it out. We can add a small amount and many times. What about this recycle? Use it up every day. What's inside? Clean up. Including the spice packet in. How many times can this probably be used? 3 times. We throw it away. What about making brine for the first time? Put it in and the whole process. The second time, cook. And the next few times, we just put it in and cook it for 10 分钟. It's called a supplement. The tonic time is 10分钟. There is also the taste of salt and umami. With your own what tongue. Do you feel is less flavorful? And then finally, I'll repeat the process. Running out of brine. Let's pick out some impurities in it. Fishing it out then with throw it away and boil. After it boils, we can just put it sooner or later. Just keep it at room temperature. Then we can put this brine at room temperature. After you boil it, put it in the fridge. This is when the weather is particularly hot. After that, when using the brine out of the fridge, take it out and sit on the stove and light the fire. After it boils, let's add this water to it. Add water first and make up this water level to the brine we made for the first time. This water level is fine. After it's made up, let's boil. We can taste the taste at this time. If you feel something is missing, then what about try it often. Let me tell you. What about our brine? And at its core, ointment, chicken, which means it has a dominant flavor. Even if your brine is bland, put it in this chicken fresh. It can also have a good taste. So this flavor has a good source. How about this brine lobster? And I'll get there. Thanks for watching.
Stay tuned for the next issue.